Hello there, welcome to Spirit and You. My name is Debbie and welcome Gemini to your April 2019 general reading. I have my Wild Unknown deck here, so I'm shuffling away. And we'll just have these first two that have come out, which is the Ten of Cups and the Fool. So that's two. So how are you? I hope you're well, Gemini. Hope you're looking forward to April, and I hope that March was a good month for you. Got another one. Are you feeling happy as well? What have we got there? Eight of Pentacles, so that's three. I had something lovely happen this morning. I had a feather. I was in the bathroom getting ready. I hadn't turned on the camera. I wasn't ready for anything, but just sort of, the morning routine. I'd been up for hours. But I went into the bathroom to actually kind of get showered and get ready. And over the side of the bath were my jeans, and they're not normally there because I had a real spring clean yesterday and I decluttered everything, and it was very therapeutic and very good for the soul because it takes away the distractions if you declutter, because I do have a tendency to collect things, crystals, candles, oils, driftwoods. It just goes on. Like lanterns has been a thing for me as well. And I looked around just in, I'm taking another one. Strength. Oh, hang on. Where's strength gone? Bear with me. Phew, that made the blood rush to my head. Strength. So what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to do this better, don't I, really? 4. Oh, there's some more. There's 5. So you've got the 9 of Cups, you've got the 5 of Cups, and we've got the 9 of Swords. So how many have I got? Because I need 8, don't I? Oh, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and let's just have one off the top. Justice. Yeah, so I was in the bathroom and getting ready, and I put my jeans over the side of the bath last night, and I don't normally do that because of putting everything away. I like to keep everything tidy, and in I go this morning, and on top of my jeans was a feather, about sort of so big, a feather. I was just made up. So I've recently set up an Instagram account, and Instagram, as you may well know, I'm just getting these cards out, is all pictures, isn't it? Photos rather, and things like that, or little videos that you can do now. And I was thinking about the mantra of thank you anyway, so I put up this mantra of thank you, and then accompanied it with the fact that I found a feather. I just felt really, really excited by that. With the first 2 cards for the first week of April for you, Gemini, are the 10 of Cups and the Fool. Wow, if that isn't a way to propel yourself to move forward. So we have a celebration. I love 10s because 10 actually means completion, but then the Fool really complements that, because that if the 10 means completion, which it does, and there's loads of happiness with it, and the Fool says, well, hang on a minute, we're doing something, we're having a leap of faith, we're about to embark on something, they kind of coexist, don't they? They complement each other, they swim together, they like each other, they talk to each other. Yeah, so 10 of Cups. Lovely. So what I'm thinking of as well, when I'm drawn to the 10 for you, yes, it means completion. We never complete anything because life is one big cycle. Everything is cyclical. It's like the seasons, isn't it? We just go on, and it's a bit like fashion. It just reinvents itself, or regurgitates itself, or just keeps continuously going. Everything is in flux. Everything moves, changes, moves, and that's the cycle. And that's really, really positive, because it's where we are, isn't it? We're part of that. So you've got a completion of something, so some kind of, because it's Cups, it's emotional, so something very happy, something that's going to make you feel good, being with friends, being with family, being in the workplace, celebrations. But I'm drawn to you personally. I'm drawn to how this makes you feel, even though the card would and does kind of talk about a celebration with people and things. I'm being very drawn to it being all about you and how you're feeling. It could be that you've created something, and I'm really feeling strongly of that because of the Fool. The Fool shows that you're birthing something, you're springing into action, you're having a leap of faith, you're looking over, look at, I mean, that's on a branch, and then the Rider-Waite deck, you've got the Fool sort of looking over the edge of the cliff, and then you think to yourself, and what happens when he goes over the edge of the cliff? Well, then you see him going over the edge of the cliff, and there he is. He's made that leap. He hasn't fallen. He's made that leap of faith. So spring in the air, which it is, you birthing new ideas, could be even the birth of a child, somebody coming into your relationship that's new, that's got an energy, definitely spring-like, definite birth of something. Yeah, it certainly is, and a celebration that goes along with that. So the beginning of the month, the sort of first week, approximately, because we can't be 100% on anything, can we? Otherwise we would have nothing to look forward to. We have to aspire to something, and we have to imagine it, and we have to wait for it to come, and then we have to enter into the spirit of it. So you've got something happening here which is extremely inviting, exciting and enlightening, and the Fool would say that you're about to embark on something. So they are definitely talking to each other. So this is very positive as you enter into your first week, Gemini. You have got some ideas. Something's coming through for you. Next two cards that you got are oh, look at that. You've got the Eight of Pentacles and you've got Strength. And I remember the Eight of Pentacles came out first. So with the Eight of Pentacles, this is that inner strength that you've got, and this is your ability to make something happen, which of course sits alongside with the Fool here. So during the course of the second week approximately, you're going to be having lots of ideas. You're going to be involved in something in work or in your relationship there's an intricacy to it, but there's also a simplicity to it, because I think that you're going to just so understand what it is that you're doing, that you've projected, that comes from within, because I feel very strongly in this first week with these two cards, let me get them up again, that it's all about you. So if it's all about you, then this is you doing it here. And I do feel that. So you're going to be getting to the heart of the matter. You're going to be diving into what needs to be dived into. You're going to be unveiling. Maybe it's a new business, maybe it's a new project because of this birthing, maybe whatever it is, this new life that comes in, you're going to be talking about it. There's an energy with this, and there's a great deal of strength. There's a strength in the fact that you've prepared it, you've put it together, whatever this is for you. Maybe it is the birth of a baby and you've carried this baby and now it's here, something is happening, and something you are presenting it in such a way, and there's an intricacy in this. Because Pentacles involve money as well, it's got that material feel to it, that element of money, being comfortable, it getting better, you investing in you investing in the project, you producing something really quite worth listening to, looking at and enjoying. And then of course we've got the Strength that sits beside it again, coexisting, working together and talking together. So there's big strength in this. There's also the element of, for some of you, this could be that actually your actual physical strength is needed, okay? So physical and emotional strength. So with the Strength card here, this actually represents Leo. So it could be that somebody's in your sphere, in your workplace, in your life, in your relationship at work, and they are a Leo, or they are a fire sign, so a fire energy. Or it could be that you're using the own fire that you've got inside of you, that comes from, because you've got such an inner strength going on here. It could be your own energy. I'm also drawn to the idea with this card here of it being, I just feel sunny. I feel happy with this card with you. Just feel as if you're going to be firing on all four cylinders. And if there were any more cylinders to fire on, you'd be firing on them. It's about you juggling lots of balls, doing lots of things and doing them well, doing them really well. And that inner strength is like, on the outside, people see you as being a strong person, a very, very capable person, and you are. But also I'm drawn to the idea that you need to make sure that inwardly that you're taking care of yourself, that there's an element of self-care, okay, that you look after you. Because again, it's all about you in the beginning. I'm being drawn to you, okay? So that means that you do need to take care of yourself. Firing on all these cylinders takes energy, takes strength. and that's what you'll have. And also you need to draw on that, so take care of yourself when you need to, go to the spa, pamper yourself when you need to, whatever that is for all of you, for whatever you enjoy in terms of relaxation, in terms of what might be a leisurely thing for you to do. If you came out of work and out of your relationship and you just wanted to spend time doing something solely for you, what would that be? What would that look like? And what would that feel like? Because that's what you've got to do. So externally, yeah, everybody sees this very strong Gemini, and you're amazing. You know, we need you. We love that intellect and that ability to do so many things. Thank goodness we've got you. But you've also got to look after yourself. So Gemini, with all this energy and all this entrepreneurialism and all this inspiration, don't forget to do something just for you. Okay, so that's lovely. So that's the second week, and then we're going into the third week, and we've got 2 cups here, and I can't remember which one came first. I think it was it was the 9. So here's the 9 of cups now. Now 9 of cups, and we've got a 10 of cups here, and then we've got another cup. So with the cups, with it being a 9, what I'm feeling here is energy levels being very good. Your communication emotionally is going to be very level and very clear. You're going to be conversing beautifully. You're going to be opening up ideas. You're not doing anything half-hearted. You're going to do it with a real depth. You'll open up the conversation. Your emotions will be feeling very good. You're going to be feeling good about what you're doing, good about you as a person, and good about the way that you project yourself to people. It's going to be important to you that they see the real you, that this depth that you've got, but also there's a balance with you. So your communication and your art of communication, and some of you are very arty as well. You're going to be painting and drawing and writing and whatever it is for you. Somebody's playing the piano. You're going to be doing these things. But your communication, how you put across you, also the form of you, the way that you do things, is going to be very, very succinct, very clear, very precise, concise, and very conscious. That's lovely. I'm drawn to that moon there, that beautiful moon, that sort of waning moon is what I'm getting. You are not going to be waning in any way. You're going to be waxing. You're going to be out there. You're going to be telling people all about you and your ideas and the adventure that you're on, the exploration, the studying that you want to do, the philosophy that you want to talk about, life, and those emotions that you feel are going to come out in such clarity of conversation. So this card celebrates as well. So you celebrate with at the very beginning as well with your 10 here, because they sit together, don't they? 9 and 10, and then I keep being brought back to you, solely you. So don't overdo anything, okay? That when I talked about the strength here that you've got, that we know you have, and we're really pleased that you've got it because we need you. You've also got to do the inner work, as in the self-care inside. And this card will say to you, remember that, please. Oh, wobbled the camera. Remember that, please. Don't go to any excesses. Remember that you've got to take care of yourself. So don't overdo anything, whatever that might be. Keep that balance so that you can keep going, that you can enjoy this month, because it's got so much energy behind it. Isn't that lovely? The 5 of Cups, when it comes along, which sort of sits in contrast to the 9, the 5 of Cups, because of the way that these cards feel, the energy feels for them, I've been very drawn to horses recently. In fact, I had no idea that this top I've got on has got horses on it. I just liked the blue and the red of it. I don't know if you can see that there's actually horses on there. And I looked at it and I thought, that was very subconsciously I got it, and it just made me really, really want to connect with horses, and I'm feeling that really strongly. And it's the smell of them. They smell so beautiful. And my daughter used to ride years ago, and we used to go over to this little stables where, livery they call it, don't they? And she had a pony there, and she was at that age where it all was a bit faddy. So she'd start off okay, and then it would be mum would be mucking out, so it'd be me. But I loved it, and I miss that. And anyway, so that's the horse element. So I just think that it could be for some of you. Should we just heed that, because it keeps coming through for me, that it might be that there's some horses in your life, or you're going out into nature and you go down a road, a lane, and in a field there's a horse and you feed it some grass, and it just makes you feel so connected, because I'm getting you connected as well because of that moon. Anyway, the five of cups here, this is a creative element of you coming out. It obviously, because it's the horse's, I don't know why I'm saying obviously, because it might not be obvious, but the horse's head is drooping, and it's a 5 and it's cups, and sometimes that can mean some sort of conflict or worry and a lack of stuff and scarcity and all of those things. But you see, this month isn't like that. So this would be a reminder to let you know that don't fall into that trap. Don't be doing really, really well and then suddenly feel like, oh, I'm not feeling so good. Can I do this? Will this work out? Have I got this right? Emotionally, am I strong enough? Because you've got this lovely lion here, and you've got your 8 of Pentacles, both talking about strength, inner strength, and your ability to create something. So I'm going to take from this card for you, because of the way the energy feels, that you're going to be creating an emotional stability rather than feeling down. If you get a wobble, then you've got to pull yourself up, lift this head up, and realise that actually everything is going in your favour. You are creating something really marvellous. And it might be that you have had some difficult times. We all have. But you're not to stay there. You're not to stay there, because it's just a lesson. Thank you for the lesson. I've learnt what I needed to learn. I did love you. I did like you, whatever that lesson is. But now I'm moving on to the next stage of my life. I remember and I've learned, but I'm not dwelling and I'm not staying there. And that's interesting, because as you go into the 3rd week, your 9 of Swords pops up. And the 9 of Swords is, because of this card here, is just drawing your attention to the rest that's needed. Now, because you're on point, and because you're so consciously aware of what's going on this month, and because you are doing things by design and you're being very creative, and you've got this form of celebration, this inner strength going on, it could be that you end up overthinking or taking the thoughts to bed, because that's often what this card makes me feel like. So instead of going to bed and relaxing, falling asleep and having a really restful night, you might wake up in the night and thinking, did I do this, or did I do that, or what do I need? Or it's just subconsciously, it's on your mind, and therefore it's waking you up. Whatever this is, the work project, the relationship, whatever that means for you, Gemini, in your life right now, during the course of this month, whatever's going on, could be that you get woken up with that. So you've got your eye on the detail, and your eye on the ball, and your eye on the prize, and you're working away, and you're trying to get things done, and you're manifesting, and you're really trying your best to make things happen, and then you're winding up waking up. So this card would say to you, let's not do that, okay? Let's have that little bit of pampering that we talked about. Let's do something for us. Remember, it's all about you. So you need to get the rest that's important, so that you can fire on all of these cylinders that you're firing on, so that you won't wake up with things in your mind. And I tell everybody this, whether I'm working, virtually like this, or whether I'm working in my crystal room when people come to see me. Meditation is a really good starting point. And what it does is it centers you, and it brings you into your body. And it takes you out of your mind so much. So if you meditated before you went to sleep, you would have a peaceful night, because you'll slow everything down. You'll centre yourself, and you'll stop all that. So try it if you haven't, and if you don't do it, perhaps it's something to bring in. Perhaps it's a new idea, a regime that you can bring in now. It really is therapeutic. It just makes you feel wonderful. You just relax everything. When you relax the mind and you still all the clatter, you extinguish all of the thoughts that aren't needed, you just feel peaceful. And that's when you can rest and you can relax and you can sleep. And that's also when you might get some ideas as well. But importantly, sleep is because you are on point this month. You need to get your rest in, okay? So just heed that element of it. And then at the end of the month, approximately, you get the Justice card. So you've got another sword here, which is those thoughts again. And justice, when it comes in, it does represent Libra, so it could be an energy, another air sign, for instance. And it could be your own propensity to need to balance. And we've just talked about that, haven't we? The other element to it is about you getting to the point. Get to the point, but don't stay too long on a point. Once you've said what you needed to say, once you've put the balance in, once you've got it right, then leave it where it is. Don't dwell on it. Don't make it a thing, okay? Because once it's said, it's said. And that's it, really. You don't have to labour the point. The other aspect of this, of the Justice card, is that if it is anything contractual at work, or if it's a relationship where there's some form of contract that's needed, then it would say that this would go in your favour because it's the Justice card. But Justice often asks you to find that justice within as well, to find your own balance, your own yin and yang, your own black and white, your own day and night, your own level. So it feels like I want to just centre you, centre me, centre us. Just keep that level. Of course, there are cats here, and we had this lovely horse as well. So there's an animal feel to this. So getting out into nature, loving animals, and putting yourself amongst Mother Nature would be very, very beautiful for you. I know that you would enjoy that because you connect very well with nature. So it's very good for you as an air sign as well to come out of your head and to get into nature. And it's that time of year now, isn't it, where you can do more of it. So I think the month looks really nice for you, the way that the energies have fallen. So you're going to be rather productive, to say the least. So with your cups coming through, those 9 and 10 sort of kicking off like that, you know, the 10 coming in, and the Fool, angel cards I'm shuffling now, shows the potential for the month, the possibilities for the month, and the progression for the month. So I think that you should embrace the month, erase what's not necessary, and embrace and face all of what wants to come through for you. Shall we just take one, because we could be here for hours otherwise? Commitment. There you are. You've got commitment. Commitment is a lovely card. Look at these angels, and I'm so drawn to angels, and they're just. Do you believe in angels? Do you know you've got a guardian angel? Because they're there. And this is an angel protecting you. And this commitment, again, because I'm drawn to you, is your commitment to you. Your commitment to what you want to do this month, to what you want to do this year, to the journey that you're on. You're committed to the idea of this spiritual growth, pushing forward with the business if that's the way you're going, putting the relationship right, making sure it's a commitment that is right for you and right for them. So whatever you do, you'll be committed to it. And this lovely angel card would say that we've got your back, you're loved, and we're committed to being around you. If you need any help, just ask and it will come. And you probably know this, don't you? That law of attraction. So what you admit is what comes back, and the sort of the reflection that you look at is a reflection of you. So this reality is, for the most part, your creation. And talking about creation, let's end with the Fool, about the birth of something that's coming in, creation. And I think that's rather wonderful for you. So Gemini, have yourself an amazing month. If you've enjoyed the video, perhaps you would give me the thumbs up. And would you subscribe if you haven't done already? I'd like to thank you for spending the time and listening to me and watching me. I wish you a wonderful April, and I will see you again very soon. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself, won't you? Bye-bye.